Ho. Greetings, family. How we doing? First of all, free Dr. Malachi York. I don't care. We're freeing him. He's freed. He's coming home. Dr. Malachi York is the master teacher. And if you have a problem with me saying it, I'll leave because I'm not going to quit saying it. And if you got an issue with me saying he's the master teacher, then prove to me that he's not. Prove to me that in his time, that someone else was teaching what he was teaching at the level that he was teaching it, at the pace that he was teaching it, with the books that he has, with all that information. You know what I mean? Like, prove me. Don't just use your words. Prove it. Show it to me. Show it to me. And I swear to God, if anyone shows me Bobby Hemmett, don't forget me on Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett was with Dr. York at one point on Tom Ray. He was built going to Tom Ray and learning, so I don't want to hear nothing about no Bobby Hemmett. Anyway, sorry, y'all. We just got to, no, not even, sorry. We just got to defend. We got to defend. We got to defend, bro. Anyway. Forgot about Cousin York. The energy today, if you can't tell, a little windy. We got some chimes playing with the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is here. It's just wait. There's a lot going on, just wait. There's a lot of ideas that you have received and that you have accepted to receive. Maybe even denied to receive and are second chancing it and looking back at it. However this is, there's just a lot going on. And you do not need to move forward. You need to stay still. On that hill that you're on, you barely even have a solid stance because you don't even know if you want to go right or left. All you know is that you're following that tiny ass little stream of water. And that tiny ass stream of water is the act of you following your heart. Staying in between that lane of being someone who is using their ego for abrasiveness versus someone who is using their ego as a boundary instead. So I would watch out for that. And I would keep that in mind. There's also, with the 7 of Wands, this element of wanting to lead something. This leader, this power energy that might be cultivating in you. I say might. I'm not too sure. But truly with that Leo power energy, it is saying that there is something that needs a flame that needs to be kindled. It can't be left alone yet. So you can't just spread off from where you're at, from where your stance is, where your circumstances. You can't just spread your wings and fly off from that just yet. There are things that need to happen, that need to take place first. There are things and events that the divine has in store that have to transpire to give you more fuel and less ideas, so that you can see which logs, which wands you have been destroyed by your feeling, so you no longer can use them, or which ones are crafted from a feeling before the idea came through, because those are useless. Let me break that down a little bit, because that might be a little bit confusing for some people. What I mean by that is you have the idea. And the idea is that you wake up. How does the idea of you being awake or rising from your slumber, how does that make you feel? How are you feeling about that? What's it like? This is the idea that you grasp and that you gain while waking up. These are your very first instinctual, habitual, acts of being. I don't know why. That's the way. I kind of talked myself into word soup there on accident. My bad. But that's what's going on with that. The ideas that we normally would gravitate to that don't ring the bell or enhance or light up the crown chakra, the ones that go, oh, I know, you know what I mean? Like those true ideas where your whole body lights up rather than just you spitballing. Those ideas, quote unquote, are thought forms. Those are not from the divine. Those are you and you taking your observations, you taking your experience, past, present, just simply present. There is no past. You choose to see what has passed and make it present, and you gift it to yourself in the now, in which causes all the issues. Because when you gift it to yourself in the present, that's what you can expect in the future. But regardless, or that's what you export in the future. We need to be careful of that. But regardless, it's about focusing on that initial light up moment, the true feeling, the true initial state where you are just in existence and you're not in a state of being. Because why would you need to be in a state of being what? And this is what this Seven of Wands is asking you, really, with your wand. What are you needing to do? Don't get offended at these questions. Because truly, if you were to do something in this moment, you would have the exact answer. And there would be unknowns. But those unknowns become knowns. Anyway, because the unknown happens whenever you are in the now. Excuse me. But you yourself, as that twin individual, as that aspect of both the heart and the mind not being the brain, but the mind being the electromagnetic field around said brain, is the mind. And that mind is the feeling aspect or the spiritual aspect of your physical body, in the sense of a macro and micro chasm. Not chasm, but macro-micro world. Organisms. I don't know why I can't say words today right now. Some of these things, what does it say? It says green. It says green grow. Grow that green. Grow that heart. Grow the heart space. That emerald light. Yeah, anywho, we are always on track. Regardless, just pay attention to what's coming to you in the form of any idea. I know we usually break things down, but the best way to look at it, what are the ideas coming to you? And are you spending more time fumbling with those ideas, trying to keep all those sticks rested up on that mound while you're trying to rest so that you can move forward? Or have you decided that scramble war is no longer useful for you and that you must decide where you're going to go and how you're going to do it? Not at this point, but you're going to need the energy reserved to do so. And the way of that path, the way to do that, involves you being in that state of not kinetic energy, but potential energy. A need to wait, a need to evaluate. There's a need to truly see where you're going and truly why you're going there in the first place as well. There's not a need for confusion whenever the 7 turns into the 8. Remember that 7 is always the Sabbath. It's talking about waiting on that divine aspect. Waiting does not mean sitting around and doing nothing. Waiting means that you have time to do the things that you truly need to do right now before moving forward. What are the things that you need to do? Not the promises you made people, not the things others want you to do, the things you have been called to do. Not things people called you to, what you called yourself to, what your soul had led you to, where your heart has nurtured you. That's where your focus needs to be. That's what you need to start to see. Regardless though, that is the message. Thank you all so much for being here, for the support, the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether they are energetic or financial. I truly appreciate all of them, fully and wholly. If you would like to donate, which helps keep me afloat, it helps get things for my projects, it helps fund things for food, things for groceries. Those donation links are in the description. If you can't, there is no worry. But be sure to just share the video, give it the likes, push it within that algorithm. I'll always have an issue speaking on this silly platform. They really don't want my voice being out at all. They really do not like how loud I am. And it's unfortunate for them because I ain't going to shut up. But regardless, all the support does truly mean the world. If you are interested in any services, readings, books, spell works, shamanic journeys, literally anything, you have no idea, and you truly think that you might, but you don't until you ask. You truly do not until you ask for any true service. Ask me. I'm not like these other people out here. I spend time studying, I spend time learning. That's why I'm absent most of the time. These other people have a presence issue. They need to be seen doing things in the present. I do my things in the background, come up and show it. Regardless, I love you all so much. Thank you all for all the support. I will see you all in the next one. And hopefully the next one will be a tarot reading for y'all.